Oh man, I feel like I haven't even reached my peak or my limit. I feel like I'm just getting started, and being able to perform and just going out there and giving it my all and staying humble and working hard is all I can do at this point. And hopefully, I can continue to carry the Mysterio legacy.
Okay, so Dominic Mysterio from the WWE. I don't really know what to make of him right now because I feel like he could be like WWE's biggest heel, biggest villain, best in the business. And I like him as a character, but like the character himself needs some work. And I feel like the WWE low-key is sabotaging him because I just don't understand what they really got going on with his career trajectory right now. When he first came into the WWE, so he came in as a dork, a loser, Rey Mysterio's sidekick, his son. Everybody was like, okay, get this guy out of here. He'll be gone in a few years, blah, blah, blah. Good job, Rey, on getting your kid a job. But obviously, eventually he turned on Rey. They had that great feud. And then after that, he just continued to evolve and evolve and evolve. And people sort of liked him because he was an asshole. He was disrespectful, disrespected his family name. Then he joined up with the Judgment Day, and he just had the most heat in the business. Although his in-ring ability has never really been something to write poem about, people still have loved Dominic Mysterio simply because of the story that he's been followed behind. But my issue with Dominic, first off, before I start talking about how unbelievable he is as a wrestler and his lackluster in-ring ability, let's talk about him as a character. Because like I said, I feel like his character needs a lot of work. When I turn on the TV screen and Dominic comes out, he doesn't really get to do much. It feels almost as though like the people behind the scenes are very hands-on, doesn't really allow him to go off the rip and say what he wants to say. With the amount of heat that he gets, I feel like he could respond to the crowd a lot more or say more creative things to the people in the ring that he's going against. You look at someone like The Rock, for example, or even to a lesser extent Roman Reigns, these all-time heels. When the crowd is chirping and going at them, I remember a few months ago when The Rock came back as the final boss, he would randomly just stop his promo, look into the crowd and be like, "Shut up, you fatty."
Seen in years. But you see, this side of The Rock has always been in here. Always. You shut your mouth, fatty. The Rock will come out there and slap the herpes off your lips.
Or he'll look at the crowd and then he'll say something about the city that he's in, something to antagonize them, just saying something that a heel, a villain would say. But Dominic, he gets booed and then he just sits there. He doesn't respond to them. He doesn't really attack the people who he's feuding with verbally. And again, I don't know if that's like what they want for him as a character. Like, I don't know, the actor that's playing Dominic, is that something that he wants to do? Is that something that the people behind the scenes is telling him to do? I don't know. But I feel like Dominic, he needs more witty lines. He needs to be let off the leash because right now it's kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy a lot of the stuff from the social media and the beginning of the whole Liv Dom Maria situation, but right now it just feels pretty flat with his character, and I just want them to improve on that because I want to like Dominic Mysterio. You can't have a feud, with Rey Mysterio go in that type of all-time great way, but then just have his character turn out to be the way it is right now. And then again, before I start talking about his losing as a wrestler, him being in the Judgment Day, it's like 50-50 for me right now. Dom, Rhea, Finn, Damian, and then they added a few more members later on. It worked for a while. They were WWE's, outside of the Bloodline, the top villain team in the business. But right now, the Judgment Day is done. They're just done. This whole Rhea and Damian team up just absolutely destroyed the Judgment Day for me. It's so unbelievable. Like, the power scaling, it's like some Dragon Ball Z shit. Like, how did Damian and Rhea get so freaking unbeatable? Like, I understand that we're supposed to respect them as characters and they're good at fighting and blah, 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 but it's gotten to the point where Damian could be taking on all members of the Judgment Day and he'd still fight them off. Like, how does that happen? How do you write it in the script to where he can be surrounded by all guys in the ring and he still kicks their ass? It's just crazy. JD McDonut, he's there as just a body to get beat up on. He doesn't matter. Caribbean Cool Carlito, he's not cool anymore. He's a loser. He's there to get beat up on. Liv gets her ass kicked by Rhea Ripley every time we see them go up against each other. And the Judgment Day as a whole, it's been destroyed. I don't even know if you could redeem them at this point, because every time I see them now, I kind of start to roll my eyes a little bit, which is so disappointing, because a few months ago, this was like my #1 most intrigued event within the WWE, even more than the Bloodline and the Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa type stuff. I was looking forward to, the Judgment Day situation that they had going on, but with these most recent decisions, I just can't get behind the Judgment Day like that anymore. And I guess now it's time to talk about him as a loser. Dominic Mysterio has lost 84% of his matches since he's entered the WWE, and that is completely unacceptable. At this point, I feel like he's going to be put into that Solo Sikoa category, where Solo was a loser all throughout WWE, and then one day they wake up and give him a title shot against Cody Rhodes out of nowhere. Same thing's going to happen with Dom. He's going to lose, and then one day we'll wake up and they'll be like, oh, Dominic Mysterio is challenging Gunther for the World Heavyweight title. And I'm just like, this dork, the guy who always gets beat up, he's gonna be the champion? Cause like there's a place for, goofiness in the WWE, and I get the whole, chicken nuggets and Dom, fresh out of jail. One of the funniest things from Dominic Mysterio was, that time where he said that he did hard time in jail. That shit was funny as hell to me. But, I look at someone like Triple H, for example, and from what I remember with his run, he had, goofy moments and troll his opponents from time to time, but at the same time, he was still like a believable villain, someone who you could actually see and be like, okay, yeah, he's gonna win this fight. But with Dominic Mysterio, I don't ever see a world where he could take on Gunther, Cody Rhodes, The Rock, even Solo Sikoa at this point. Like, he's like a jobber. He's like a mid-card, not even mid-card. He's below. He's literally the bottom of the barrel when it comes to losing in the WWE. 84% loss record for Dominic Mysterio, only winning the North American NXT Championship. Again, when we talk about the actor that's playing him, his in-ring, I don't know who's training him. I don't know if it's because he has like that longer body type, but he has the worst 619 that I've ever seen in my life. He's been getting a little bit better the past few months, but because of his, tall body type, it just doesn't look right when he does the 619. And then overall, his ring ability, it's just blah. Like when I see him wrestle, I feel bored. He looks very awkward doing things. He appears very slow to me. And many times I just don't buy him as a wrestler at all. So I feel like either the actor or the WWE needs to come in and be like, all right, let's get to work. Let's train you up. So I'm gonna wrap this video up by saying, again, I like Dominic Mysterio, but the actor needs some work. The in-ring sucks right now, and he's a loser. And I know he'll be with the company for a long time, but I don't really know where he'll be in the future. I don't know the plans that they have for him right now, because it seems like this whole Judgment Day stuff it's not gonna end for a long time. So I guess we just gotta wait and see what they decide to do with Dominic Mysterio. But that's basically everything for this video. Please make sure that y'all like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank y'all for 7K, and I'm out.